the smaller the gauge. So these are usually a smaller number, but larger gauge. Okay, so
gauge is the length of the needle, or the
gauge
hole?
is the lumen.
The lumen.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the lumen?
The hole going in there.
Okay.
The hole.
The circumference of it.
Yeah. The lumen is the barrel.
So the
of
width.
The needle.
Okay. The
Yeah,
circumference.
I
Okay.
got it. So the larger the number, the smaller.
Yes.
Because you really haven't had this yet, because we're jumping ahead from what your reading actually is. And this is the bevel. But when you do the reading, it'll make a lot of sense. So this is the bevel, this piece where the needle ends, and it's at an angle. That's the bevel. So it's nice and tapered. Okay. This happens to be a nice safety shield.
Do you mind
So
if I
this
get
is-
one and look at it while you're
Oh
doing
no,
it?
absolutely no. Everybody have one.
Needle scroll.
That would be wonderful.
Just don't take them home.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so
What
I want to poke my dog.
What?
Telling me it's a
I
one
don't
and a
have a
half.
dog.
On all of this, what am I focusing on with all the numbers?
The 1.5 is the length of the needle.
Okay.
And the 22 is the gauge.
Which is the lumen. So that's
Right.
This
So
is
remember.
22. This is big.
Yeah.
It's a smaller number. That's a 25.
it's bigger than this one.
Right.
Yeah. Let's look at it. Let's do a comparison.
Okay, so we have a 22
The bigger
gauge.
the number, the smaller the lumen.
Right.
The
Okay.
gauge.
Right.
So an insulin syringe usually is very small, and it should tell us on here this is a 28 gauge. Now remember, the
big.
larger the number,
that's
the smaller the lumen. So let's take a look.
So that's a 28. Okay.
It's tiny.
So
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
28, and this is probably, I don't have this on here, this is a 25. So this is probably a 25.
Okay.
I think it's a 22.
The 22 is IM, that's going to be for a insulin injection, because it's a 28.
So do we take
Yeah.
the whole syringe out like this?
Mm-hmm.
And then just this?
Yep. Now it varies. See, manufacturing will vary. Mine's a little different, but mine has a safety shield. It's really slick. So I definitely don't recap. I just push this over the top.
Okay.
Unscrew the top, unscrew the blue part.
Yep. Okay. Now let me. But before you start opening these,
Needles surrounding everybody.
I'm getting a bit nervous here.
Candy.
I feel like I'm in a Harry Potter movie, and I'm one of the professors.
You must be so proud.
No, let's get out our brooms, everyone.
Would you be the one teaching the brooms?
Yeah.
Really? I think you'd be the more like the
Quidditch.
potions, right? You're just with your needles
and
and
the big googly eyes. Yeah. Okay, so when you see this, when there's a cover like this, when it's packaged like this, there's a little dot on the side. That dot is attached to the bottom of this cover. And all you do is twist. All you're doing is breaking that.
Oh, okay.
And then you just push on the cap,
Okay.
and there you go.
Yeah.
Now
so push on that part.
Come
on, don't scare me.
I should tell you the funniest story. We were doing the CPR training.
Yeah.
My daughter and I did it together the first time, and they have the EpiPens, right? And I mean, I'm like, this can't be a real EpiPen. It's got to be just a fake one she has laid out at
They look
every
like
table.
pens.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and so it's got to be a fake one laid out there. You know that it's not actually. So I went to her. The instructor's lecturing, and I kind of goof around with my kids all the time. I'm kind of like that, and so I just go to her and I go, bam, on her leg, and it goes snap, and she just.
Did you give her something?
No, I know it was one of those. Oh man, I tell you, we haven't forgot that one.
Oh, you drew attention.
So there's nothing in it.
No, there wasn't
they were
anything in it.
pretending.
There was one of those practice ones, right? Teaching, you know, and she just freaked.
If my mom stabbed me, I'd freak out too.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So when you give your shot, you withdraw or you pull up on the syringe. So okay, say you have your meds, right? Your medication's in there. You're at half. When you stick it in, you pull back.
First of all,
Then
Yeah.
Okay.
Before you give it, you ask for it. Okay, this is just a sample of what it looks like. These are both 3 gauge or 3 milliliter syringes. I can either use it for a sub-Q, depending on the needle that's attached, or I can use it for an IM.
So this is like your mantle.
Manto and insulin. Mantos are usually gray tipped, and this is a safety shield on it. I'll show you that. Where insulin is usually, the universal color for insulin is orange. Yep.
Orange. I have lots of those at home.
So this is kind of slick. This is a safety needle. So you just push up over this, and the tip is protected. So it's pretty slick. Yep.
So then when you're ready to get rid of it,
I
you
can't do
just
it now,
have
but that's
nothing
just to
done.
get rid of it. Yeah, so I can
Oh, at
give
the end.
give it,
And then push
And then
that
push
up.
that
take
up.
it out, and then push this up. Okay. Yep. So those are safety ones. That's the ones we prefer. Poor students and instructors, we have to use the non-safety, but I'm glad we have samples. So this is kind of a comparison. So you can see large number, small gauge. And this is 5/8 inch. I think this is maybe even a 1/2 inch, and this is 1.5 inch. Now there are some 1 inch IM needles, and those are for the deltoid. This is more for the gluteus. So when I'm landmarking, so one of the things that I would want to do is landmark. And so I'm going to find that acromion process. Then I put 3 fingers below. That's where I give the deltoid. Now the deltoid is a fairly small muscle compared to our gluteus, which are the biggest.
Are you gonna pinch it?
I hold it taut for IM,
So you don't
pinch it
Oh.
for sub-Q. If I pinch more than an inch, I'm going to go at 45. If it's about an inch, I'll go 90 degree. The pens are very short, finer than this, and the needle is about half that size. So you always go in at a 90-degree angle.
Okay. Say that again.
That's for IM.
Oh, sub-Q.
That's
These are
me now.
These are sub-Q.
Okay.
She's talking
IM
about the
is 1
pens
inch.
for like insulin.
Yeah.
Like the Novolog and
Okay, I'll start
Yeah,
over.
see,
These are insulins. This is a 1/2 inch, 5/8 inch. These are sub-Qs.
Sub-Qs.
I want to get in the subcutaneous layer for release of medication, slower. This is a little bit intramuscular, so they're either an inch long or an inch and a half. This is an inch and a half. So,
An inch
sub-Q.
with deltoid, 1.5 usually glute. Is that how you?
Right,
Okay.
right.
Or if you can pinch it.
No,
Pinch
for
is for
sub-Q,
sub-Q.
with the pinching part,
Okay.
I pinch for the sub-Q if I'm using this kind of device.
Right.
Okay,
you're
and
doing
if I
what
do
angle?
about an inch or more, I'd go in like this.
Straight in. Okay.
90-degree
90.
angle. If I have a really skinny person, I'm going to go in at 45
45.
approximately.
Okay.
If I have an insulin pen, I'm always going to go in at 90 degrees.
Because those are so short.
Yep.
So
IM's
you give
always
insulin
90 degrees.
in the arm? Like up here?
Sometimes, but it's usually in the abdomen. You can give
Yeah.
insulin wherever there's fatty tissue.
But generally
I'm
this
flying
is
around with
muscular,
these.
no?
I get my
Yeah,
first
but
shot
for a
on
fatty
Monday and
person,
watch.
you could.
I never watched.
Right, right.
see.
I was just,
I'm scared to watch.
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I don't have the syringe yet. I was just describing when to pinch and how much
So
to
if you have
pinch.
a thin person, you're doing
Yep.
45 because.
So
they
I'll
don't
start
have
over
tissue.
again. Well, I pinch for sub-Qs
Sub-Q.
if I'm using this. And if I get less than an inch, I'm going to go at 45. If I get more than an inch, I go at 90. I go at 90 no matter what for an insulin pen. For IMs, I always go 90. So it's just the sub-Q
That is
using
the
this
variation.
that you're going to use the 45 or 90. It's because you want to get into the sub-Q tissue and you're dealing with different body mass. Okay. All right. It'll even make more sense when you read it.
Right.
We're kind of jumping the gun, but at least you get to see it in that, and then it'll just stick in.
Can you do
So-
the location? I'm sorry.
3 fingers.
So
What
three-
is that? What'd you call it again?
A chromium process, right?
fingers.
Yep, it's right here. It's just the rounded top part of your bone.
Right here.
Yep, and just find it, and when you locate it, just put 3 finger breaths below it. Some books you might see 2, and it's right here. It's a way of landmarking, so you get the belly of the muscle.
Yep.
Okay? Yep. Now the other ones, so that's a deltoid. If I want to get in the deltoid, now upper arm is what I'm talking about, sub-Q. You'll see people say, oh, I gave it in the deltoid. Well, you really didn't. You gave it in the upper arm subcutaneous tissue. And I usually go back here. You can go, yeah, for sub-Q, because that's where your fatty tissue is.
That's where they give like the depot shot and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I get my
Isn't it more
flu
tiny?
No,
shots
that's
are
back
more
there.
up here though.
No, I'm not way up here. I'll go down here.
Like
Isn't that tender?
birth control.
These needles are so
Flu
small.
shots?
People don't even feel them.
What about
Unless
like
there's
flu
a dull
shots?
needle.
Flu shots are IM.
Shouldn't be any.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Flu shots are usually IM.
One time I got a dull needle, it hurt for a week.
Yeah, and if there's sub-Q tissue up here, some people will do it here above here. Yeah, it's wherever you have subcutaneous tissue built up. That's the goal, is to get it in the subcutaneous tissue for insulin. Now for the IM, this is deltoid, so this is a smaller muscle. So, oh,
Oh, wait, I have like
we're just getting into this.
on a tiny